Hello, everyone. Today, I want to tell you a small story. It is a simple story, but it has a powerful lesson. This story is about a young man, a small cafe, and one unexpected teacher. Let's begin. A few years ago, there was a young man named Daniel. Daniel was 24 years old. And honestly, he felt a little lost in life. Many of his friends already had good jobs. Some worked in big companies, some were engineers. But Daniel worked in a small neighborhood cafe. Every morning, he woke up at 6 a.m. The city was still quiet. The streets were empty. He walked slowly to the cafe while the sun was just starting to rise. At first, Daniel didn't like his job. He thought his work was boring. Every day, he did the same things. He made coffee, he cleaned tables, he served customers, and every day felt exactly the same. Until one morning, something small happened. An old man walked into the cafe. He had white hair and very kind eyes. He sat near the window and ordered a simple black coffee. Daniel brought the coffee to his table and said, "Good morning." The old man smiled warmly and asked, "Good morning, young man. How are you today?" Daniel was a little surprised. Most customers never asked him that question, so he answered honestly, "I'm okay, just a little tired." The old man laughed softly. Then he said something interesting. Being tired is normal, but being unhappy, that is the real problem. Daniel didn't really understand what the man meant, but something about the conversation stayed in his mind. After that day, the old man came to the cafe every morning. Every single morning. And every day, he ordered the same thing, a black coffee. Sometimes he read the newspaper, sometimes he just looked outside the window. But every day, he talked with Daniel. One day, Daniel finally asked him, "Why do you come here every day?" The old man smiled again, and he said, "I come here because I like watching life." Daniel looked confused. "Watching life?" he asked. "What do you mean?" The old man slowly pointed around the cafe. "Look carefully," he said. Daniel looked around. He saw a woman working on her laptop. He saw two friends laughing together. And he saw a father teaching his young son how to drink hot chocolate without burning his tongue. The old man continued, "Life is happening everywhere, but people are always in a hurry. They don't see it." Daniel thought about those words. Before that moment, he had never really watched the people in the cafe. But after that day, he started paying attention, and suddenly, everything was different. He saw many small stories. A nervous student studying for an exam, a young couple on their first date, a businessman talking loudly on his phone. Every person had a story. Slowly, Daniel began to enjoy his job. He didn't just serve coffee anymore. He watched people. He talked to them. He listened to their stories. And the cafe didn't feel boring anymore. One morning, the old man didn't come. Daniel waited, but he never arrived. The next day, Daniel found something on the table where the old man always sat. It was a small note. The note said, "Thank you for the coffee and the conversations. Remember, happiness is not always about big dreams. Sometimes it is about small moments." Daniel kept that note for many years, and later in life, Daniel opened his own cafe. But his cafe was a little different. On the wall, there was a sign. It said, "Slow down, drink your coffee, and watch life." People loved the cafe. They didn't just come for coffee, they came for the feeling. Because sometimes the most important lessons in life come from the simplest places. And sometimes all you need is a cup of coffee and a moment to look around. Thank you for listening.